You're worried about retirement, and just thinking about it keeps you up at night, tossing and turning. Well, you're not alone. Everyone is worried about retirement. You probably heard about folks who followed the advice of financial experts, only to end up with retirement savings nowhere near big enough for them to actually retire. And what worries people most, and what keeps them up at night, is the fear and the anxiety of not knowing how they'll be able to live without their paycheck when retirement rolls around. If you're one of the millions of people who worry about retirement, it's probably because you know you're not saving as much as you should. If you toss and turn at night with that nagging feeling that you won't have enough money by the time you reach retirement age, you're not alone. Millions of people, just like you, are worried about the same thing. Saving for retirement is on everyone's mind, and financial firms claim to help people grow their retirement savings. But if their claims were so good, then why are so many people worried about their retirement? Because those claims don't pan out. And people know it. They worry because they know that most retirees live on a shoestring. Regardless of all those financial firms with all their retirement help and advice, the average retiree has less than $65,000 when they retire. How well could you live if your retirement savings were only $65,000? If that sounds like a lot of money, remember that money has to last about 20 years. So you'll be living on 5% of that each year, only about $3,200. Let's face it, the possibility of running out of money in retirement is a scary thought, isn't it? Well, many retirees find themselves in that situation, even though they followed investment strategies of the big investment firms. In reality, most people don't see themselves being able to live comfortably when they retire. The Employee Benefit Research Institute reports that workers' confidence about their retirement prospects has been declining for years. Back in 1991, about 90% of workers said they would retire at 65. Today, 35% say they'll have to work well past their 65th birthday, and 10% don't expect to retire at all. Picture this. Imagine it's the first day of your retirement. You're planning a month-long vacation around the world, with stops at places you've always dreamed about that you could visit. Places like the Great Wall of China, the Vatican, the Alps. Or maybe you're looking forward to taking that cross-country road trip that you always dreamed about. With a secure retirement, you could do all those things that you've always wanted to do, but never had the time. A secure retirement could also mean that you could help your children and grandchildren financially, making their lives easier. How about you? Are you on track to having a secure retirement? Wait, before you answer that, what's the goal of your current retirement plan? What's the size of your projected nest egg? And how much money and lifestyle will it provide when you reach retirement age? And what is your projected retirement age? Do you think you'll be able to retire at 65? If so, do you think you'll actually have enough money to retire in comfort and be able to maintain your lifestyle? If not, you're not alone. Did you know that 65% of people who retire at age 65 say that they have to find a way to make some money to earn additional income? It sure doesn't look like most people are going to have a secure, let alone happy retirement. If you don't solve this problem, will you have to move in with your kids? If thoughts about retirement have you tossing and turning at night, worrying about how you'll make ends meet when you retire, worrying about where you'll live is probably the worst worry of all. Well, there is a solution to this problem, a real solution that will end your fear and anxiety about retirement once and for all. This solution will not only provide you with a much larger retirement nest egg than you ever thought possible, but it's also guaranteed to produce great results. And you'll see the proof throughout this video series. And if you doubt you'll be able to enjoy a secure retirement and a large retirement nest egg, and I'm talking about a high six-figure or even $1 million nest egg, you've got to watch my videos. You'll discover a retirement plan that builds your net worth. The basis of this system, the Mortgage Magic system, is based on building up your net worth. Now, unlike the expert's advice that concentrates on growing your 401k, advice that's failed millions and millions of people, the Mortgage Magic system has a huge positive effect on your net worth. And that translates into a much better retirement for you. You can find out more about it in my book, Essential Steps to Retirement Security. It's packed with information that will prevent you from living in poverty after you retire. My book uncovers the 5 critically important things you need to know in order to have the best possible financial future for you and your family. Order your copy today, and I'll ship it right out directly to your door. And remember, be sure to watch for my next video to help give you a better, richer retirement. Want to know the most important thing you need to do in order to save for retirement? Watch for my next video in Essential Steps to Retirement Security.